Here's everything you need to know about corresponding and alternate angles. All right. So one of the first things you need to take in consideration, if anyone asks you how many degrees is angle two, but you know angle one, you know that a straight line is equal to 180 degrees, right? So angle one and two is on a straight line. So if angle one, let's say angle one equals, let's say 80 degrees, then you know angle two equals 100 degrees, all right? Because they have to add up to 180 degrees. Angle 1 and 3 are also on a straight line, right? So if angle 1 is 80, then on angle 3 must be 100 degrees, all right? So they're on a straight line. Next thing is corresponding angles. So if I ask you to find the corresponding angles, or if they ask you to find the corresponding angles correspond to the exact relative location in this next quadrant right here. All right, so if I say what's the corresponding angle for one, you're gonna tell me 5. Why? Because if I take this top part, right, and I put this on top here, 1 corresponds to angle 5. All right, if I take this top part and I have 2, 2 corresponds to 6, so I say my corresponding angle with 2 is 2 and 6. Same thing, 3 and 7, 4 and 8. Those are your corresponding angles. All right. Now, your alternate angles are right opposite pretty much your corresponding angles, right? So your corresponding angle for 5 is 1 because they're in the same relative position, right? So your alternate angle for 5 is 4. It's, or you can think about it as crossing the street right over here is 4, all right? And they are the same, right? So if 1 is 80, then the corresponding angles are equal, all right? So if 1 is 80, if 1 equals 80 degrees, then 5, angle 5 equals 80 degrees. All right. All right. And the alternate angle, right? Alternate angles are equal as well. Alternate angles are equal. So if 5, 5 equals 80, then angle 4 equals 80 degrees. All right. If you find the corresponding angle for 5, then right opposite that, this is 4 is the opposite angle for 1. Then that's your alternate angle, right? Alternate angle for 5. My alternate angles, 5, 4. Well, let's just start from 1. All right, so my alternate angles from 1, all right, is 8. We go with 2, 2 is 7, all right, because if you can find the corresponding angles for 2, you have 6. The opposite that is 7. So that's your alternate angle. And all of these are equal. So 1 is 80. If I say 1 is 80, then these both are 80 degrees. 2, we already figured out what 2 is. 2 is 100 degrees because 1 is 80. 1 was the given. All right, and we can keep going on and on. And then on the interior, this is the exterior alternate angles, right? These are exterior alternate angles. Now my interior is 3 and 6, 5 and 4, and they're all gonna equal. So if 1 is 80 degrees, right? I know 3 and 1 on a straight line. So that means 3 has to be 100 degrees. 3 is 100 degrees. My alternate angle is also 100 degrees, right? And you can see that 6 is 100 degrees, right? That's the alternate angle. But also, 6 is a corresponding angle because it corresponds in the same position as 2. This is why 2 and 6 have the same amount of degrees, which is 100, right? And opposite angles also, opposite angles also are the same. So like 2 and 3, they're going to be the same amount of degrees. 1 and 4, same amount of degrees. 6 and 7, same. Same. They're going to have the same amount of degrees. And this is all you should need for corresponding angles and alternate angles. So we listed all the alternate angles. Here's a list of all the corresponding angles. Corresponding angles, all right. 1, 5, all right, 2, 6. Let's go 3, 7, and 4, 8. And that's all you need to know.